Here today with the wonderful Ross Mackenzie, who's the most incredible photographer. We're surrounded by his photos and we're outdoors because it's nice weather, Ross.
It certainly is.
And the people who are visiting you are coming because of Arts Weeks.
Yeah, it's Oxfordshire Art Weeks at the moment. It's a 3 weeks festival of art that happens each May and a little bit in November as well. When it encourages artists to open their houses to the public. So
Now, your photographs are landscapes, wildlife, mostly taken in the Arctic, the Antarctic and the Shetland Islands.
pretty much, I use the phrase wild places to describe the photographs.
And you have got photographs of puffins, penguins, polar bears, anything else beginning with P?
I can't think of anything else in the collection that begins with P. I do photograph other things as well.
Are you sure?
Absolutely, absolutely. But penguins, puffins and polar bears kind of pretty much summaриses what I like to spend my time watching.
Got a photograph here which is of a polar bear and a polar bear cub. Looks fairly gruesome what the adult polar bear is eating. What is that?
Well, the picture you're talking about is actually one of a polar bear mother pulling whale meat off a whale carcass that had washed up in a bay in Svalbard a couple of years ago. And the female is diving down, bringing up huge hunks of rancid, cold whale meat, which sounds a bit rough, but if you're a polar bear, that's what you want to eat.
Perhaps you just take us on a little guided tour around what we can see. These ones where we're in the snow, is this Arctic snow or is this Scottish snow?
This is Scottish.
And then we move on a little further down your wall, and this fabulous, beautiful building that we've got here, which is almost a castle, I would say. Is this a family home? Your family seat?
It would be nice to think so. It's Eilean Castle, which was actually owned by the Mackenzies in the 15th and 16th centuries, but we managed to lose it at some point down the line, which is unfortunate.
A bit careless, I think.
It would be nice to prove that we still had some claim over it, but I think the current owners might contest that.
So we're going to go inside and have a look and see what Ross has got indoors. What was your first camera that you ever had, do you think?
I had a little Kodak Instamatic when
About how old?
9 or 10.
You two could start at the age of 9 or 10, and look where you might end up. So describe to me, Ross, some of the numerous places that you've been to.
So many different places from the Arctic and the Antarctic. In the Arctic, I'm particularly fond of northern Scandinavia, but I like spending time in Greenland and Iceland as well. I also like exploring remote islands. My catalogue of islands is quite extensive, from the Scottish Islands to some of the less frequented ones like the Faroe Islands, which are quite difficult to get to, but are extremely interesting.
As a seasoned traveller, what would be your top 3 tips to other travellers?
Go slowly. If you're going to go to somewhere a long way away, spend plenty of time there. Don't try and fit in lots and lots of places. You'll never see everything in one trip. So pick carefully and spend longer in a few places rather than lots of time scuttling between lots of places.
That's fantastic. That's your number 1, and I like it. We'll stick with that one. Thanks very much, Ross.